Hare Krishna, welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we are going to explore the authenticity of Charles Darwin's theory of evolution. What you are about to hear is a real conversation between Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON, and his disciples. This discussion was recorded in the book Beyond Illusion and Doubt. For this video, we have shortened the conversation, but we have preserved the essential meaning and spirit so that you can experience the genuine conversation as it happened. So let's begin.
Disciple Srila Prabhupada, everywhere we go in schools and universities, they are teaching Darwin's theory. They say life came from chemicals and by slow evolution, one form changed into another until finally ape became man. This is accepted as science.
Prabhupada, Yes, Darwin's imagination. But we must ask, where is the proof? He says, by chance. Can chance create this perfectly ordered universe?
Disciple, they argue it's not blind chance but natural selection. They say nature chooses the strong and the weak die out.
Prabhupada, selection means intelligence. Who is making that selection? Nature is not independent. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Mayadhyakshena prakritihi suyatesa characharam. Under my supervision, material nature is working. Just like a machine, it runs only when an operator is there. The car may be very advanced, but without a driver, it cannot move. So the cosmic machine also has an operator, and that operator is Krishna.
Disciple, but scientists say no operator is needed. Matter itself organizes into life.
Prabhupada, nonsense. If life comes from matter, then why don't you produce life in your laboratory? You have so many chemicals, combine them and create a mosquito. You cannot. That proves life comes from life, not matter.
Disciple, but Srila Prabhupada, they show fossils, bones from millions of years ago. They say these bones prove humans came from monkeys.
Prabhupada, bones are dead matter. By studying a handful of bones, will you know the eternal truth of the soul? Bhagavad Gita says, Na chayate mriyate va kadachin. The soul is never born, never dies. The body changes, the soul continues. That is real science.
Disciple, but what about the missing link? They are still searching for the exact evidence between ape and man.
Prabhupada, still searching? That is their business, to keep you waiting. If man came from ape, then why are apes still here? Why did they not all become the men? No, every species has its place created by God. Evolution is not species turning into another. Evolution is the soul passing through different bodies.
Disciple, then what is the true evolution, Srila Prabhupada?
Prabhupada, the Vedas describes clearly, Jalaja Navalakshani Stavara Lakshavimshati. There are 84 lakh species, among which 9 lakh aquatics, 2 million plants, 1.1 million insects, 1 million birds, 3 million bees, and 4 lakh human forms. The soul evolves step by step through these bodies. That is real evolution, not of matter, but of consciousness.
Disciple, so evolution is actually the journey of the soul?
Prabhupada, yes. As Bhagavad Gita says, Dehinosmin yata dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tata dehantara praptir. As the soul passes from boyhood to youth to old age, he also passes into another body at death. From one body to another, the soul travels until he reaches the human form.
Disciple, then why is human life so important?
Prabhupada, because in human life you can inquire, who am I? Who is God? Animals cannot inquire. A dog cannot ask, why am I suffering? What is death? But a human being can. Therefore, the purpose of human life is not to live like cats and dogs, but to realize Krishna and return to Godhead.
Disciple, But the scientists are so proud. They say we have conquered so much. We can even create test tube babies.
Prabhupada, test tube baby means only that you have provided a different room for the soul to enter. But can you create the soul? No. The soul is sent by Krishna. Without the soul, nobody can live.
Disciple. Still, scientists insist chemicals combined by accident to produce the first life.
Prabhupada, if chemicals produce life, then you can take the same chemicals and produce life again. Why can you not? Just like flour, rice and dal will not cook themselves into prasadam. A cook is required. Similarly, Krishna is the supreme cook.
Disciple. They say given enough time, chaos can become order.
Prabhupada, if you throw bricks, sand and cement in the air for millions of years, will they form a skyscraper building? Never. If you find a watch on a beach, will you say it came by chance from the sand and water? No. You immediately understand there is a watchmaker. Similarly, when you see this wonderful universe with the sun, moon and stars moving perfectly, you must understand there is a supreme designer, Krishna.
Disciple. Just like when we see an aeroplane flying, we know a pilot must be there.
Prabhupada. Yes, without a pilot, the plane cannot fly. So behind this cosmic machine, the planets moving so systematically, there must be a supreme pilot, and that is Krishna.
Disciple. So Prabhupada, is the soul always evolving?
Prabhupada. The soul evolves through 84 lakh bodies. From aquatics to plants to insects to birds to beasts and then to human life. And in the human life, the choice is given. Do you want to remain in this cycle or return to the spiritual world? That is the real evolution.
Disciple. But many people think after death there is nothing.
Prabhupada, that is ignorance. Bhagavad Gita says, Natva evaham jatunasham natvam neme janadipaha nachaiva na bhavishyamaha sarve vayam atha param. Never was there a time when I did not exist, nor you, nor all these kings, nor in the future shall any one of us cease to be. The soul is eternal. Death is only a change of dress.
Disciple. Change of dress?
Prabhupada. Yes. Just as you put on a new coat when the old one is worn out, the soul accepts a new body when the old one is finished. That is transmigration.
Disciple. Then Srila Prabhupada, what should we learn from all this?
Prabhupada, that Darwin's theory is incomplete and misleading. He ignored the soul, ignored God, ignored the divine plan. Bhagavad Gita says, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjana bhavishyani cha bhutani mamtu vedana kaschana. Krishna knows everything, past, present and future, not Darwin. Therefore, accept Krishna's version, not Darwin's imagination. Real evolution means to evolve our consciousness to remember Krishna and to return to our eternal home, back to Godhead. That is the perfection of life. In this timeless conversation, Srila Prabhupada reveals that Darwin's theory, built on chance and speculation, cannot explain the true purpose of life. The Vedic scriptures teach that evolution is not the body changing by accident, but the eternal soul progressing through many forms under divine supervision. Darwin spoke of chance, but the Vedas speak of purpose. Real evolution is not from ape to man, but from ignorance to God consciousness. Only by remembering Krishna can we complete the journey and return back to our eternal home. Real knowledge means to recognize Krishna as a supreme designer and to use this rare human birth for self-realization. That is the real evolution from ignorance to God consciousness. Thank you for watching this video. Hare Krishna.